Okay, do you want a new creative TV show or another slate of mid-Marvel shows to set up the next 10 Avengers films? I actually want this. Can we do this? Why is everyone running out of ideas? What's going on? Unless you've been living under a rock, it's been pretty apparent that the past few years, and maybe even longer, have felt like the era of remakes and rehashing of old stories. As someone that really wants to get into his bag making videos, I end up feeling so creatively bankrupt because a lot of what I see on any of the socials are things so lackadaisical and boring for the most part. I want something that makes me question why it hasn't already been made. I want to feel the urge to create. I want to be inspired. Now, this isn't to say I don't see anything that isn't creative. I actually cherish when I am so fortunate to find that thing, whatever it may be, that feels like it's pushing boundaries of creativity in that field, or just straight up phenomenal storytelling. Telling a story is both commendable and inspiring. To create something that was just an idea in your mind or a thought that just so happened to skip on through it. It takes a lot to make those ideas come to fruition. Impactful characters, impactful moments, impactful anything. To give life to a story in the world it resides in, that's special. Then putting these pieces of work out there for others to experience and learn from, or to fall in love with and share. It's the best way to engage so many people into a conversation, and as an introvert, these are one of the few subjects I can always open up about. Even the willingness to open up and share these ideas to begin with is a bravery in itself that I have so much respect for. One of the earliest memories I have of a top tier story that completely changed the game for me would be Super Mario Galaxy! I don't know if it was the music or the visuals adding that extra flair to the story, but it just reached that next level for me as a kid. My mind was just completely bamboozled when I stumbled across Peak like that. There are so many elements to this game that go above and beyond to give us an experience that's truly special. Like any of the moments of Rosalinda's backstory, that was a chef's kiss element of the game they didn't need to include, but I'm so glad they did. And speaking of chefs, Ratatouille is not only my favorite Pixar movie, but it might also be my favorite movie of all time. The soundtrack is one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard in my life. Mix that with a pinch of some phenomenal voice acting, creating some of the most memorable characters, and you have yourself a classic. I don't even know what this character really did, but I remember he did that one thing with his thumb.
With this thumb.
The creativity in making this movie is on full display the entire time. I can tell when it feels like I've tasted the food from just watching the movie. We're not here to talk about Little Chef though. We're here to talk about another group of chefs.
Hey. I need you to calm down.
You're going too fucking slow.
I am not asking. You need to calm down.
Now, I can't lie, I thought The Bear was going to be an average show. I had never seen anything from it other than a little clip here or there of the main character losing his mind and reading off an absurd amount of food to make.
Fire everything right fucking now.
Okay, I'll fire everything now. I just was finishing
Step
talking
out.
to Marcus and
Step out.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to Marcus.
Step
I'll
Get the
order.
fuck off my expo chef now! Get the fuck off! Thank you. We're firing 76 beefs, 34 chickens, okay? 12 french fries, 12 mash, fucking now!
It was definitely my fault for coming to that conclusion from a singular clip, especially when it was really funny. I was like, yeah, that can't happen all the time, right? Right?
Literally the easiest fucking
No, you see what? I'll tell you something. I'm the only one that stands up to your ass and doesn't listen to your bullshit. It wasn't my phone.
You're a plumber. That's it.
I've been saying this for fucking years, and it wasn't my fucking
Cicero,
phone.
I'm your guy. I got a kid now, Cicero. I need a fucking real job.
Fucking goddamn
Cicero,
phone.
can I have tickets to the
You don't
fucking
think I
Lion
can pick
King?
up a fucking goddamn phone and we don't even know?
Now, for those of you who are wondering what The Bear is even about, let me give you the rundown. The Bear is a psychological comedy drama TV show that follows the life of Carmen Berzotto, aka Carmi, aka Bear. He's a brilliant young chef from the fine dining world who is forced to return home to run his local family sandwich shop after a heartbreaking tragedy in his family. It's here that Carmi is met with the challenge of running this dysfunctional sandwich shop while simultaneously being forced to reconcile with the past he's been running from.
Fuck you,
Cousin!
Richie Jaramovich. Pleasure to meet you, sweetheart.
Don't say sweetheart, you
Oh,
fucking
sorry,
weirdo.
Carm, you're so woke.
Oh yeah, there's also Cousin. Everyone calls him Cousin, and 3 seasons in and I still find it hilarious. It's just the way it's said sometimes. I don't know, I can't really explain it. I just love it. I also love the first episode of the show. It sets it all up perfectly on what the show is going to be and how it's going to carry itself. If I'm being honest, this is probably one of the greatest pilot episodes I've ever watched. All of the chaos, all of the conversations that are happening all over the place.
That bread coming out soon. Back, watch your back.
Hey, Chichi, yeah, come get your jacket. Yo, fuck, how we looking?
Dude, I'm gonna be able to fix this, dude.
Do you have any like stale bread? Thank you.
Corner.
Chef, corner. Fine.
Hey, I'll pay you in sandwich, yeah?
The way it's directed is amazing, and I love the way it makes you as a viewer really have to pay attention to understand what's going on. You're just thrown into the fire with no idea what's going on, and I love that. I love how we have to piece it all together. All around greatness right out of the gate, and I think that's partly because of the vibe it creates. I'm a vibe entrepreneur, okay? I'm always checking the vibe. The vibe matters. And this show has that vibe that just keeps you drawn in. The conversations especially are so engaging to me no matter what they're about. I don't know if that's just the chemistry between the cast, the writing, the editing, or simply the way they shoot each episode, or maybe all of these things mixing together to create something that ends up being so entertaining. And that's how I felt with the rest of the first season. It was one of those rare shows where you get the feeling of, I can binge this entire series right now, but I should probably go touch some grass. Season 2 does it all better though. It's one of the best seasons of a live action show that I've seen since probably season 6 of Better Call Saul. It was one of those seasons where halfway through I was like, oh, this is one of those special types of shows. One of those rare pieces of cinema where you feel they've captured lightning in a bottle. And there's a reason why I said halfway through.
Whatever it is, if you can hear me through the fog, throw another fork at me, you're gonna get fucking rocked. Hey, Petey. You think I could just borrow that for 1 second? I just want.
Okay, let's start this from the beginning. I considered for a long time whether or not I should make an in-depth analysis about this episode specifically. And after thinking about it for a long time, I decided I should definitely talk about it in some length, but nothing too crazy. The reason why is because I think I'd be doing a disservice to you guys. Because this episode is so insanely jam-packed with dialogue, themes, and deeper meanings that no sane person would dare attempt to try it. I tried, and these were my results. And to those of you who are wondering what this episode is even about,
$500 copy and pay can turn into $1,500 within a couple months.
Time out.
Yeah.
Hold this so I can slap you.
this episode of The Bear, titled Fishes, is like your typical family get-together during the holidays, okay?
To do everything for everyone. No one fucking lifts a finger to help you.
Look, I'm getting it right now.
You just can go upstairs and get Dad's gun out of my drawer, and I think I'm just gonna blow my fucking brains out, and then you guys can make dinner, because I don't think anyone would fucking miss me.
No,
yes, you can.
Alright, I lied. Because once you get past the surface level a little bit, oh man, is there a lot going on. Saul Goodman's here, by the way.
Michael, that's not very nice.
That's not very nice.
Michael!
What happened to the Christmas spirit in this house? I don't know. It's gone. I can't find it.
With that being said though, these guest appearances surprisingly didn't take me out of the episode. If anything, it enhanced it. Yeah, when I first saw the goofy lawyer man and these other guests, I was like, oh hey, I know these people. But as the episode progressed, I only saw them as the characters they were performing as, and really helped invest me into the episode overall. An episode that, through all the jokes and comedic relief,
My dad had a Roberto Clemente from the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Of course.
Rookie card, but Michelle and I, we tossed it when we moved.
What are you, that's the stupidest thing you've ever done.
Behind glass.
Do you know what you could get for that right now? $125.
$125,000?
$125. You fuck.
I like seeing you guys every year. You fucking deliver.
What is that?
tells a really profound story about addiction, trauma, and forks. Yeah, forks. Did I say forks? This scene alone is worth its praise, but the build up to that scene is what really sets it all up to be different from anything else that I've seen in recent memory. You get to see all these different interactions, lots of different dynamics between the characters, little bits of information sprinkled here or there. You just get to see all the ups and downs of a family literally trying to have a holiday dinner.
And is he still holding the fork?
Sure is.
Okay.
There's a lot of quotables from this episode, but there's one specific moment when Cousin talks to his wife Tiffany about telling Carmy how he should get together with someone who they call Claire Bear, and how that would be good, even though he's so on the fence about it.
I don't have a love in my life.
Just fucking tell him.
Claire Bear.
Claire Bear!
Claire Bear,
bro.
bro.
That, we saw Claire Bear. That fucking
Genius down the street. She's beautiful.
The body is banging. Yo, she is hot as balls.
Hot as fucking balls.
Oh my
dude.
God, the glasses came off.
That's what happened.
The
The
motherfucking glasses came off. G.
But when Tiffany said the words,
Claire?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? She's so nice.
it really stood out to me, because this episode does really well with blending the comedic scenes with all the drama. At first I was like, yeah, haha, silly, goofy, funny joke, so funny. But then I was like, wait a minute, she's so right. If anyone knows what this family is like, it's her.
Get to
be away from all those psychos downstairs.
She knows what Claire would be in store for her if she were to get together with Carmy, not because Carmy's a terrible person, but because he's gone through so much and has been left so mentally scarred. Not just Carmy, but the whole family. There is so much to unpack with each and every one of them. Through all the laughter are some very interesting inner battles. Some battles that show up more than others.
Oh. Did you just throw a fork at me? I did.
This argument, let alone the whole scene, is so tense and gut-wrenching almost. You have so much build-up to the family dinner. And then you have this even more intense build-up to whether or not this guy is gonna throw a fork again. It's like you're so close to beating a level in a game that has felt impossible to beat. You think you have it, but it turns out you were further away than you ever were close to beating it.
You fucking piece of shit!
The Bear was a show that I needed at the specific time I watched it. In a landscape where creativity is a must, it's always nice to stumble upon a project that gives you that inspiration and extra push to go and create something you want to make. Like I said earlier, I want to get into my bag making videos. There's obvious self-doubt and soul-searching that comes with that, but it's nice to get reminded that sometimes you just gotta let it rip. With all that being said, The Bear is a really good show. I hope anyone who's watching this video and hasn't seen it yet goes and gives it a try. Amazing cast, amazing vibes, amazing food, amazing storytelling, and that's my favorite part. Like with bears that are in the wild, this bear has a striking similarity. That is, when a bear leaves you speechless.